Maybe you've got housemates, maybe you've got children. I think this story probably would resonate with all of us. But you ask someone to do a job. I say to one of the boys at home, could you put away the dishwasher stuff? Could you load it up and put the dishwasher on and make it clean? And you go off to do something else. You come back 20 minutes later and the side is still full of dirty dishes. Do you know that experience? Or you say, look, could you just hang up the washing while I cut the grass? And you go and cut the grass and you come back half an hour later and the washing is still wet in the machine. It's not even been opened, definitely not hung up. And when you go to that person you've asked to do that and you say, well, did you not hear me say that? And they say, yes, I did. But clearly they didn't. Because real hearing is doing, isn't it? Real hearing is acting on what you've heard. Here in Luke chapter 8, in sentence 19 to 21, Jesus says a wonderfully profound thing. He says, my mother and brothers are those who hear God's word and put it into practice. That actually we can become part of Jesus' family. That's quite amazing, isn't it? That's quite fantastic. The route to that is to hear God's word and put it into practice. They're not actually two separate things. True hearing is to do what you have heard. If you hear something but don't act on what you've heard, it's a pretense of true listening. Infinitely more when it comes to Jesus' word and God's word, the Bible. To read it, to hear it taught, to learn stuff from it, and then ignore what you've heard. To not act upon what you've learned. To not do what it's asked you to do. It's even worse than one of my children saying, yeah, I'll put the dishwasher away. Yeah, I'll hang up the washing. And then ignoring me. That's bad enough. But imagine we do that to Jesus. Imagine we do that to God. So what I want you to do is to take a minute, grab a piece of paper or type it on a device, but take a proper couple of minutes now on your own with God. And I want you to come up with 3 thank yous. 3 ways you want to say to God, thank you for helping me do your word. Thank you for these 3 times when I've read something, heard something, understood something, and I've put it into practice. Go thank him for that. And then note down and reflect on 3 helps. 3 ways you need to say to God, look, I'm sorry. I did hear something from you. I did and have understood something, but I've not acted upon it. And I'm sorry, but would you now help me? Help me to be someone who both hears and puts it into practice. 3 thank yous and 3 sorries, but would you help me? Why don't you do that now?